Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all your comments and questions Manchester United related. Big up to everyone who's supporting as well as always. Over 20 of you lot in here from the jump. So big up. It shows that we're growing and we're going to continue to produce content. Please make sure whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live, hit the like button on the video, like check. We've already hit double figures. Let's get up to 20 likes. We're on 12. Let's get up to 20 likes expeditiously, people. And also subscribe to the channel as well, Sarcasm City TV. Obviously, last week, Sunday just gone, we went over 5K. We're now at 5,125. So the aim, we're looking for 5 new subscribers by the end of the screen, people. At end of the stream. 5 new subscribers. So we're looking for 5,130. That's how many we are looking for, people. So just 5 new subs. Make sure you hit the notification bell as well. It is road to 6K. And of course, Manchester United reached the Carabao Cup final yesterday. 2-0 win over Nottingham Forest. 5-0 win on aggregate. Good to see Sancho back. Good to see Martial back as well. So I'll be discussing those 2 things. Be discussing the game. Obviously, busy schedule ahead. Palace Palace on Saturday at 3 p.m. Then there's the midweek game against Leeds. Then it's Leeds again. Then I believe it's Barcelona. I think that is our next 4 games. Big up to Daredevil as well. Says big up Flawless and everyone else. Love from the USA. Job done yesterday and we're into the final. Wembley, here we come. Absolutely. Dennis says big up Flawless all the time. Big up Dennis. Motion here says Greenwood, Martial, Sancho in the number 10. Rashford, Anthony and Garnacho off the bench. Best attack in the world behind PSG. What a time to be a United fan. With the Greenwood situation, I know I'm going to get asked questions about it, which is cool because I have stated until something came out, I would not discuss it. We still don't know what's happening. The charges have been dropped, yes, but we don't know if Manchester United are bringing him back. I'm against it. I'm saying just because charges was dropped, we all know that. We all heard the audio. We know what it was. We all know he's guilty. We all know that. Just because you're not found guilty and the victim decided not to press charges doesn't mean he's not guilty. Will Manchester United bring him back? I don't know. That is the $1 million question. Will Manchester United bring him back? I am unsure. I don't know. Big up to RJ as well. Says big up everyone. Noah says, does Mason Greenwood work on Eric Ten Hag's system or project? As a footballer, absolutely. No one's doubting that man's talent. It's not a talent thing. It's a moral thing here. Legally, he's done nothing wrong. From a legal standpoint, Mason Greenwood has done nothing wrong. Morally, where do Manchester United stand on this? Where does Ten Hag stand on this? Where does the coaching staff stand on this? Where do his teammates stand on this? That's the big question. I don't know. Personally, I don't want to see him back. That's just my personal opinion. I don't want to see him back. Forget all that. Some things is bigger than football, and this is one of them. And I was adamant about this when all the news first broke, and I'm still adamant about it now. Nothing doesn't change for me. That's just me, though. And again, that is just my personal opinion. But what you lot saying, let me check out the like checks as well. Let me check out where we at. Like, we're still 5 short, people. We're still 5 short. And you lot got to share this across all of the socials as well. Let's get as many people in there as possible. Like I said, make sure you hit the subscribe button. What is going on? Here we go. What were you lot saying? Let me see. Why is it comment is always slower on StreamYard than it is actually on the YouTube studio? RJ says, hope Greenwood comes to Christ, man. That's all that matters. Nah, man, I'm not with it. I'm not with that forgiveness, sir. He did what he did. And I do not want to see him back in the United shirt. Again, do I have any influence on that? No, that's just my personal opinion. Zay says, would you hold it against people who want him back? Yes. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And I do hold it against people who want him back because that's letting me know their moral code and that football is bigger than just right or wrong in life. And that's just not the way I move. Like, that's not it. RJ says we all have regrets. Yes, we all do have regrets, but some things are unforgivable. And that's one of them. Because RJ, if that was your sister, if that was your mom, if that was a female cousin, if that was a female you was close to, you wouldn't have that opinion on it. If someone did that, God forbid, I don't wish that on anybody, somebody did that to a female close to you, that would not be your opinion on it. But because it's Mason Greenwood, the footballer, and you're a Manchester United fan, it changes. No, I look at it not from a normal standpoint. That's despicable what he did. We all heard the audio. We all seen the pictures. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Motion says, I really want him back. I'm not with it. Again, so yes, Zay, would I hold it against people? Yes. Motion says, but Flawless, he was found innocent. No, yes, he was found innocent. Why was he found innocent? Because the victim refused to cooperate. That doesn't mean he didn't do it. The victim refused to cooperate. This happens a lot. One of my closest people to me is a police officer. I was talking to him legit just before this show. This happens on a regular basis. If the victim doesn't want to cooperate, there's no CCTV footage in terms of video footage. There's no witness. There's nothing the police can do. Let me repeat that, people. With no CCTV footage, so video footage, and no third witness, and I think it's something else as well, there's nothing the police can do if the victim doesn't, because the prosecution has no case. So that's what it is. So this whole, he was found innocent. Yes, because the victim refused to cooperate. Not because he went to the court of law and had a case and was, no. So that's what it is. Yeah, motion is okay. I didn't know this until I just got told. I got told this about 20 minutes ago, half an hour ago. I got told this. How are you going to hold it against him when there's no proper evidence to the proof? So did you not hear the audio, Anthony? Did you not hear that? Did you not hear the audio? Oh, am I lost? Like, is it just me that heard that audio? I'm sure the whole world. But again, because this is Mason Greenwood, the footballer, people are going to sugarcoat it and try and defend him or not. Nah, fuck all that. I'm not with that. That's just me. And again, you are entitled to your opinion, people. I'm not saying you're wrong for that. I'm just saying my moral compass is different. And I'm not going to tell people where their moral code should be. That's just my moral compass. I have no time for that. If you do that type of thing, I have no time for you whatsoever. Whether you're a Manchester United footballer, whether you're my best friend, whether I love you to death, whether I idolize you, it doesn't matter. Not with it. And yo, there's over 60 of you lot locked in. Yo, let's get up to 40 likes. We slacking on the like check, man. Let's be quick out the gate. I know it's midweek, but yeah. Well, I know it's just gone midweek. Over 60 of you lot. Let's get up to 40 likes. Let's get up to 40 likes. And we're only looking for 5 new subscribers. I know everybody here has not hit that subscriber button, subscriber check. I'm just refreshing the screen right now. 5, but we haven't even moved. I know all of you lot haven't subscribed. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. Like I said, we're 5 short. We're only looking for 5 new subs. There's over 60 of you lot locked in. Everybody who is locked in has not hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell as well. Where we at? Let's see. Emma says charges were dropped. Doesn't mean he's innocent, just means there isn't enough evidence. Exactly. They said there was new material that came back. I want to know what the new material is. Yo, she just didn't want to cooperate. And this happens a lot with victims. Again, one of the closest people to me, someone I consider a brother, is a police officer. He sees this on a daily basis. He hears about this on a daily basis. And like I said, let me just repeat this for anyone who doesn't know, if there is no CCTV footage, video footage, there's no there's no witness, and the victim doesn't want to cooperate, the prosecution, the police have no case. Zero case. Flawless, would you beat up Greenwood if you ever cross him? No, I wouldn't. Nah, I wouldn't. I'd just ignore him because that's not me. Nobody should take the situation and start running away with it. Nobody knows what happens behind closed doors. Okay, if you want, hey, Anthony, if you want to ignore the audio, cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. Yeah, Zay, that's not a shot at you. Been sub since 2021. No, that's not a shot at you. I'm just saying for the new people, because I know everyone here, the 64 locked in right now, have not all hit the subscribe button. I know that. And hit the like button as well, because I said 40 likes, we're 8 short. Let's, like check. Come on, you lot, 8 short, man. We're better than this. Come on, 8 short. Continue to get your questions in. I knew the majority would be about Greenwood, so I was prepared for this. As much as I don't want to talk about this, it is what it is. It's part of the job, I suppose. It is. We just made a final, and all people want to talk about is Mason Greenwood. You are against him getting back in the team, but if he doesn't score goals, will you celebrate it? No, I won't, Vafa. I won't. I'll begrudgingly accept it because I have no case in the matter, and I love Manchester United. It's kind of like, I don't know, a family member of yours getting a partner that you don't like. And you see him at family functions, you see him at parties, you see him at christenings, you see him at weddings, and he's there. And when you go visit, whether it's your nephews or nieces or your cousins, you begrudgingly accept him. That's what Greenwood is right now. If Manchester United let him back and he's playing, I just have to accept that he's there. But will I celebrate? No. Will I applaud that man? No. I don't even want to talk about this right now, but I knew coming on here that I would get asked questions, and it's part of what I have to do. I talk about Manchester United, and I've stated for the longest that I wouldn't talk about it because there was no new news. But now there's news, yeah. And my moral compass, I don't deal with this. Like, in terms of, we're not debating how good a footballer is here, because me and you lot in the chat disagree all the time. That's cool, whether a player is good enough or a player is not. But my moral compass doesn't stand with this. I cannot tolerate this. I cannot accept this. And that's what it is. We all heard the audio. We all seen the pictures. He did that shit. Just because she is now refusing to cooperate with the police doesn't mean he didn't do it. She's just choosing not to. And I don't know the reasons why, so I'm not going to speak on that. But he still did that shit. He did. That's legit what it is. Big on my guy Peter in the chat every single time as well. Jeffrey, I hear you. If Mason plays for Manchester United again, it'll be hard to watch Man United play, but we can't do anything if we hear Mason Greenwood's back. That's what it is. I've already accepted it could happen. I don't know what Manchester United are going to do. How do his teammates feel? How does Ten Hag feel? How does the coaching staff feel? How do the people in and around the club feel? I know I'm not with it. That's just me, though. But again, everyone's moral compass is different. No, Anthony, you're missing it. The feds heard it too, and they're professionals. You are not listening to what I'm saying, and this is where I get annoyed at people like this who talk stupidness. There's nothing to do with the feds. The victim is refusing to cooperate. That's why the case was dropped. Let me repeat this. The victim does not want to go ahead with the case. So the police have no case whatsoever. Zero case. I can't reiterate that enough. I'm saying, Peter said when Greenwood dies. I hear you, Peter. I hear you, Chris. It's uncomfortable conversations, but we have to have them. But I hear you. I'd rather be here talking about United getting through to the Carabao Cup final, Sancho being back, Martial being back, the job that Ten Hag's doing. But here we are. No space for anyone like that on this planet. If you freaks want to defend that, that's fine. Not me, though. Literally, that's how I'm looking at it. That's how I'm looking at it. Man, not only defending him because he's a talented footballer. That's it. Flawless, I don't see United letting him back. It's just adding more drama to your football club, and I don't think Ten Hag wants that. I hear this, Dennis, and I hope that is the case. I hope sense prevails. I hope so. Whether it does or not, I don't know. Again, well, we're not. Again, what's going on? We're not at 40 likes. I'm sorry. We should be at 40 likes. We're too short. And there's over 70 of you lot locked in. I know everybody here hasn't subscribed in that, because I know some people are over here to hear and talk about this Greenwood situation. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Yes, we've had 2 new subscribers. We're now 3 short. I know out of all 72 of you lot locked in, at least 3 of you lot haven't hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. Likes as well. We're at 40. 50's next now. 10 more likes. Get up to 50. RJ says, what are United going to do, though? It's not an easy decision, in my opinion. I disagree. I think it's a real simple decision. I think it's real. Motion says, but we got to ask why she's refusing. Maybe it was all a misunderstanding. We don't know all the facts. Maybe he's actually innocent. Hey, if you believe that, fair enough, in it, Motion. I got nothing to what I'm saying. I got nothing to respond to that if you believe that. That's all I say. Let's see. Yeah, Nema said it there. Nema's a female. Uncomfortable conversations. Try living it. Facts. That's who I feel for in this case. Like, that's what it is. Like, and people will defend it because he's a talented footballer. That's the crazy part. That's the nuts part. Only Carabao, however, Martial scoring well proved massive from now on, couldn't it, Flawless? Absolutely. When I seen Rashford, Martial, and Sancho coming off the bench, I was like, oh shit, we got depth now. We actually have depth in attacking areas, because the front 3 on the pitch, I didn't mind. It's not like I was on the front, the 3 was on the pitch and I was like, oh, these men are terrible. The front 3 was Garnacho, Weghorst, Anthony. I don't mind that front 3 whatsoever. And then we brought Rashford, Martial, Sancho off the bench. I'm like, All right, we're starting to add quantity. We now actually have 2 players for every position. It's not quality everywhere. It's not quality everywhere. But we actually have 2 players for every position now, from the goalkeeper all the way through the defense, midfield, and attack. So this stands us in good stead. It really does. Stands us in very, very good stead. Let's see what's going on. If police had no case, why was it being investigated for so long? We know how the police move slow. Zay, we know this. Actually, maybe you don't. I know this. Like, this is common knowledge. Look at the Mendy. Look how long the Mendy case took. And that was like 8, 9 charges. Police take long. I'm saying, if you know anything about, yes, I have people who have been not involved in this, but people who have been arrested for other things and had court cases. These things take time. These things take a long, or can take a long time, I should say. Let's see what's going on. Hey, big up JB, who says, big up Flawless from India. Big up. Are you taking number 11 back, and how do you feel about the situation? No, I don't want to take him back. No, never will. My feelings on the situation is still the same, that he should never play for this football club again. And that, just what happened today, doesn't change that. All right, Anthony, if you believe that, cool. All right, let's just agree to disagree. Big up Flawless. Are you confident this season United are winning at least one of the 3 trophies? Hey, Dan, good to see you back. Shout out Dan Levitt, man. Shout out Dan Levitt. Hey, how people are just here on some nonsense who I've never seen before. It's like, yo, anyone just here with Greenwood prop and is not adding to the conversation is just, no, is just going to get blocked. Yeah. Big up Flawless. Are you confident this season United are winning at least one of the 3 trophies? Absolutely, Dan. Absolutely. I think we win 2. I've gone out of the limb and gone further. At the start of the season, I was saying 1. I'm saying 2 now. Carabao Cup final we're into. We should beat Newcastle, even though Newcastle will be a tough game. FA Cup, that's opened up in terms of the draw. Arsenal are out. Chelsea are out. Liverpool are out. Newcastle United are out. So that leaves Manchester City and Spurs as the other big 6 sides. Brighton are still in there as well, but we got a favourable draw at home to West Ham. Would have preferred a non-Premier League team in the next round of the FA Cup, but hey, each to their own. You know what I'm saying? In terms of, not each to their own, sorry, people, but I can't complain, I should say. That's a better choice of words, because we could have easily got City away. So West Ham at home isn't the best draw, but it's not the worst draw, and they're going to give us a game, 100%. Moyes will have the players bang up for it. They're going to give us a game. Ibrahim says, do you think Greenwood will play for United again? I don't know. You know what I'm saying in that? I legit don't know. Now, like I said, I'm all for people asking questions about Greenwood, but if it's people I've never seen in the chat before, their names popping up to talk rubbish, you will be blocked. If you don't want to ask questions and have a conversation about it, cool. But I'm not having people just pop up just talking rubbish. Nah. And again, get your questions in as well. What happened to giving the benefit of the doubt? I seen the audio. I heard the audio and seen the pictures. That's enough for me. If you disagree with that football prophet, first, each to their own. Each to their own. Big up Star Lord as well. Big up. Let's see. Yeah. That's why I'm not with it. I hate people being childish, man, in the comments. This is a serious topic in society. I don't care if Greenwood is a talented footballer. Yeah, like I said, we can have the conversation. But I'm not having people talk rubbish. And I think Lewis has just raided me. Yeah, he has. Abe. Salute to my guy, Carefree Lewis G. There's over 200 of you lot locked in right now. Let's get up to 80 likes. 80 likes. Hit the subscribe button as well. Hit the subscribe button as well. Make sure you do so. Yeah, we've hit the first subscriber target, 5,130. Now we're looking for 5,135 people. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. I'm doing my best to get through the comments. We're at 134 now. One more, and we've hit that. Likes as well. Like check. Hey, you lot with the like check. This is way too low. 64, and there's over 200 of you lot locked in. 80. Let's go up to 80. Big on my G, Carefree Lewis with the raid and that. Big up. 100%. Yeah. And you're right, Peter. You know what I'm saying? Most people have the emotional intelligence of a 12-year-old. They are equipped to properly discuss the dynamics with effect to sexual victims. Yeah, that's actually exactly. To victims of this, 100%, Peter. They don't. This is why I'm just not having it. Yeah, Anthony. It's all good. Big up to you, man. We just disagree on that, and that's cool. Like I said. People ask questions. I ain't got no time. Big for no nonsense. Big up Timo as well. Get your United questions in as well. Flawless, this topic is too sensitive. Should feel for the victim involved and not even give Greenwood airtime. This season has been ups and downs, but I'm hoping the club sacks him and we move on. Here's the thing with ads, it is sensitive. I'd rather not be here talking about it, but it now involves Manchester United in terms of there's been movement on it. So I have to talk about these things. Same way I'd have to talk about a crushing defeat. And obviously this is way bigger and way more of an impact than a crushing defeat, but I can't pick and choose why I talk about. Unfortunately, I can't. No. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Manchester United, actual football club and what's going on that football pitch. And this does affect Manchester United on the football pitch, whether he leaves or whether he stays. So I will discuss, because I tell you all the time, and as you've been here long enough, I don't duck any questions, and I won't duck any questions. I won't. Sabits are going to be exciting. Yes, Gavman says, are you happy with the Loney signing? Yes, I am very happy with the Loney signings. We did the business. We did the absolute business. You lot just get your questions in. If people just make statements, I'm just going to ignore you. Can't just make blanket statements. Big up people. Big up to Jez as well. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Why does Eriksen flop in the big games? Eriksen doesn't flop in the big games. I've watched him play against Arsenal. That was a big game, the home game, and he played very well and was one of our better players. So it depends what you determine as big games, to be honest. But in the majority of the big games he's played, and he's played very well. So I don't know what to tell you. JB says if the case is dropped and he's innocent, don't see a reason why he can't play. Because from a legal standpoint, that's cool. But it's all about your moral compass, JB. It's a moral thing. That's where it stands from. Morally. That's what it is. How do I put this into football in terms like the tackle that Andy Carroll put on Eriksen, and Eriksen's now out pretty much for the season. From a legal standpoint, he didn't get booked. He didn't get sent off. He did nothing wrong. Morally, that's wrong, though. Let me just I have to put this into football in terms to break this down for people. That's legit what it is. From a morally, what Andy Carroll did to Eriksen was wrong. From a legal standpoint and within the laws of the game, he did nothing wrong. But we all know what Andy Carroll did. That tackle was fuckeries. And this is the same with the Greenwood situation. Legally, he's done nothing wrong in the court of law, because obviously it's not gone to court and the victims now no longer looking to cooperate. But we all know morally what he did was fucked up. We know that, because like I said, if that was your gal, that was your sister, your mum, a female cousin, a female you're close to, nobody's having that standpoint. Nobody's having that standpoint. Guaranteed. You're not having that standpoint. But because you're not involved in the situation, you don't look at it like that, which is cool. I'm just not like that, though. I look at it like, right, imagine how would I feel if that was me in that situation? In terms of that was somebody I'm close to. I'd probably go to jail. Not gonna lie. They can't view things from the outside, their own selfish perspective. How can you have an honest convo that way? Because people don't want to, Peter, because people just care about it. People just care about Manchester United. That's why. Yeah, fair enough, Mo. Question for Flawless. Do you think Harry Maguire is practicing his trophy lift? Absolutely. Absolutely he is, without doubt. Jugal says, what time will Red Talk be? Probably 6:30. Anthony says, Sabitzer thoughts. Smart deal. From what I've heard about his profile and how he is as a footballer in terms of ball carrying, energetic, physical, eye for goal as well. And we've not had a ball carrier probably since, Pogba. But then obviously Pogba didn't play a lot. So it's probably Anderson. I was thinking about this yesterday, actually. When's the last time Manchester United had a ball carrier in central midfield? And it's probably Anderson. That's how long it is. So it is. Continue as well to get your questions in. Eriksen doesn't offer, off the ball doesn't offer that much. Sabitzer does. I think it's a good signing. I disagree with Eriksen not offering a lot off the ball. I disagree with that. Disagree with that at all. I disagree with that. But Sabitzer could be a good signing. I'm happy with it. Both him and Weghorst. Yes, I'm with it. Flawless, who would be your dream midfielder that you want to sign? Dream midfielder. So that's just anybody currently right now in the game. That's a great question, you know, Timo. You've stumped me with that. I actually don't know. Get back to me on that. Ask me tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, yeah, who's my dream midfielder? That's a great question. I don't know. I legit don't know. The fact that I don't know is, yeah, I need to sit down and have a think about that. That's a good question. But yo, we're at 80 likes, people. We're at 80 likes, people. We're at 80 likes. Let's get up to 100 because there's 180 of you lot locked in. Let's do so. Subscriber check as well. Subscriber check 1 2 1 2. Let's see where we at with the subscriber check. We was looking for one more to get to 5,135. Where we at now? Subscriber check. We are 138 now. 5,138. Two more. Let's get up to 5,140. That's what we're looking for. And like check 1212 as well. 83. We're still short of that 100 likes. 100 likes, people. 100 likes. Do I think Sabitzer starts next game? Flawless? Probably. Is he training? I don't know. Is he training? I don't know. If he's training, then yes. You know what I'm saying? And well, you might are saying Pedri and De Jong, dream signings. So this means it could be anybody. Like, not realistic. So I'm doing better, sorry, than a Bellingham or De Jong. Like, as the dream signing. Yeah, because all the midfielders are hella, like, are much older, like a Modric. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Chris, of course you'd be surprised how moral clubs are when sponsor money comes into play. I'm fully aware what the world of sport is like and what football clubs are like and their moral compass and how it's money orientated. Like, it don't surprise me whatsoever. It don't. And Peter says, if I'm United, I'm cutting ties. I ain't messing up this sale valuation while the club is actually looking competent for the first time in 5 years, not over a winger they've replaced. Fuck that. Exactly my point on it in terms of this is from a footballing perspective. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this adds into it as well. Yeah, Danny, you're right. Yeah, you're 100% right about morally and legally wrong, but football clubs don't have morals. I think you'll see Greenwood on the bench before the end of the season. It could happen. I've already accepted that it could happen. Will they? I don't know. I don't know. Hey, big up to Malcolm as well. Says big up to ManDem. Large up to Malcolm. So Sabitzer's training. Okay, that's good. Will he play on Saturday? Nah, I think he'll probably go Casemiro, Fred. Do we play Leeds away first or at home first? But I think the home game is when we could see Sabitzer. Yes, we could. Let's see. Flawless, any dream midfielder that suits Ten Hag's system? I don't even know, Timo. You stumped me with this question. I don't know. I'm saying, you've stumped me with this. There's no midfielder I look at and go, yeah, him. Probably. I really like Chouameni, you know. I'm a big fan of Chouameni from what I've seen. I really am. So, yeah, hopefully Emery don't play again. Hopefully he don't play again. What we saying? We're 8 short of 100 likes. 8 short. Let's get up to 100 likes, people. Let's do so. Subscriber check as well. How many have we hit the target? The next milestone that I set, 5,140 was it. We are at still 5,138. There's over 160 of you lot watching right now. At least two of you lot have not subscribed. If you want me to stop what I'm talking, if you want me to stop breaking up what I'm talking about and interjecting with this, just hit the like button and subscribe. 160 of you lot enjoying the content. That's all well and good. Hit the subscribe button. 5,140. I'm only asking for 2 new subscribers. Just 2 out of 166. That's not what I'm asking for. I'm not asking for a lot, sorry. Not asking for a lot at all. And likes as well. How many likes are we on? We're 4 short of 100. Let's get up to 100 likes. And continue to get your questions in as well, people. If you had to pick a last Manchester United player to come into the squad, who would you pick? Paul Scholes. Yeah, Paul Scholes. 100%. Why are you asking me dumb questions with KDB being my dream midfielder? This guy, man, you so attention seeking. I don't know why you might are arguing about what position Greenwood plays, but okay. Chris says, besides Casemiro, you need a ball carrier midfielder who's a deep line playmaker. That's De Jong's profile exactly. But the question was, Chris, dream. Are we saying De Jong is the best deep line playmaker who carries the ball in world football? Is that what we're saying? I don't know if he is. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying is that because he said dream signing. So that's anybody. I'm saying, what do you mean? How's that a dumb question? You know the answer to this question. Why would KDB be my dream? You see this, man, attention-seeking guy, you know. I'm timing you out. I got no time, man. No time for this fool asking me dumb questions, you know. Let's see. Gigao says, whatever you say, Ten Hag has faced a lot of pressure ever since he took charge. Fans need to back him and support whatever decision he makes. Ten Hag has faced a lot of pressure, and I'm a big fan of Ten Hag. But if he brings back Greenwood, I will not back it. So no, I don't need to back him, Gigao. I don't know who told you this, that I have to do anything. No, I choose to do what I want to do. You can do that. You know what I'm saying? You can choose to back him. That's cool. I'm totally against it. That doesn't mean I stop supporting the team. That won't mean I stop praising Ten Hag and what he's doing, because he's doing a phenomenal job as manager. But I don't need to back this decision, no, because to me, this is bigger than football. This is not a footballing decision. I'll back Ten Hag footballing decisions the whole way. Even him not rotating the squad as much as I would like, because he's much more knowledgeable and much more equipped to make footballing decisions. And he's a quality manager, and he's showing that. But with this is more than football. This is from a moral standpoint. And no one ain't going to tell me what my moral compass should and shouldn't be. Same way I'm not telling you or anyone else what it should be. I'm not saying anyone's wrong. I just look at you funny. Here's what it is. Let's see what's going on. You think so? All right, first. Is United linked to Maddison? I did hear this, but how true this is, I don't know. Would you take Phillips at United? He's ready. Looks like time done at Manchester City. Absolutely not, Lengen Sweet. Absolutely not. Jazz, I think you're saying thank you because I timed out Ryan. Flawless, would you take Almiron? No, because I think we're already set in that position. But I've liked what I've seen from Almiron. You know what I'm saying? And that I liked what I've seen with Almiron and that. Absolutely. And people always talking rubbish, man. You know what I'm saying? You got the idiots out in full force today and that. Idiots out in full force today. Club could force Ten Hag to take Greenwood back. You don't have to play him. Even if the team put him in the squad, he doesn't have to play him. He can ask for that player to be moved on. Ten Hag don't have to play any player he doesn't want to play. You can feel what you feel, but believe me, the law works far better than being judged by the public emotions. It's not public emotions. It's not a feeling. The reason why this case was dropped, and let me repeat this again, is because the victim didn't want to cooperate, which is cool. If the victim doesn't want to cooperate for whatever reason, I'm not privy to that information. He still did what he did. Simple as that. Still did what he did. Yeah, charges dropped or not, we all heard the audio. It was disgusting. He should be done. So yeah, simple as that. Now, MJ, I blocked him because, man, I've got no time for people out here or what happened. Will you keep that opinion? I keep my opinion the same anyway. I'm consistent. I don't know what man are talking about. And if you believe that I'm not consistent with my opinion, why are you here? I wouldn't listen to someone who doesn't do that. That's why man just talk rubbish in the chat for no reason. Idiots. I listened once and subscribed for great insight. Subscribe to Mr. Flawless today. Big up Thomas, man. Much appreciated as well. Sport Hub says if Partey can play, why can't Greenwood? Partey shouldn't be playing either. But it's just that I'm not asked the question because I'm not an Arsenal fan. Where if I was an Arsenal fan doing Arsenal content, I would get asked that. But let me make this very clear, people. My opinion stays the same regardless of who you play for. Whether that's Manchester United, whether that's Arsenal, whether that's Liverpool, whether that's a Championship side, League One, League Two. I wouldn't want someone in my Saturday League team doing this. You know what I'm saying? I don't want someone in my Saturday League team. I'd be against it. And that's the lowest of lowest level. Yeah. It's crazy. Yo, people just don't understand. to Kenny TV says flawless, but if Ten Hag wants to play him, he'll play him. I don't get what this question means. If Ten Hag wants to play him, he will play him. My stance doesn't change on it. My stance is not going to change on it. Nobody can tell me, oh yeah, how do I put this? No matter what anybody says, my stance is not going to change on this. My stance is not going to change on this. Bro, they got a convicted one playing in lower league now, innit? Yeah, I believe so. Ched Evans. Is it Ched Evans? I don't want to get his name wrong. Do you think the club knew that the charges will be dropped? He's still on the payroll and registered in the Champions League. Sadly, morals don't exist in this world. It's because the club couldn't do anything because he hadn't done anything wrong. Manchester United couldn't take legal action because the case was ongoing. So if they was then to try and terminate his contract, then he could take them to court because he's done nothing wrong technically at that point. And even now, he hasn't done anything from a legal standpoint. It's all on the club and what they want to do. SK says, so you're saying there's no redemption for anyone? With this, no. In my eyes, no. Once you do this, it's a wrap. That's, again, my personal opinion. Once you do this, there's no redemption. No. I'm saying that. No. Redemption is you're an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? And you turn your life around. You gamble a lot and you turn your life around. Like with this, I'm not with it. No. I'm very unforgiving as a person. I'm saying. And again, I'm not having new people just pop up talking rubbish that I've never seen before. You know what I'm saying? I answer all questions, but if I see you new and you come here on some bullshit energy, I will block you. Simple as that. Yeah. We all want a Palace, don't we, Flawless? Annoying draw with them prior some goal from Elise, to be fair. Yeah, we do owe them, 100%. That being said, oh shit, we went over 111 likes. All right, big up to you lot. Has the subscribers gone up though? Have we hit 5,140 people? Let's see. I'm just clicking the refresh button right now as we speak. As we speak. There we go. 5,146. There we go. So yeah, 5,150 we're looking at right now. Let's see. Big up yours. Big up Ishmael Rickett says, big up Flawless. Unfortunately, we live in a society where fans' point of view doesn't matter. John Terry's racism, we're still going to watch the football. Yeah, we are still going to watch the football. Like I said, the only reason I'm talking about this is because I'm being asked about it. See, I'm not with Peter, I'm with you. Redemption, second chances for something like this. Nah, I'm not with it. No, I'm not with it. Exactly. Facts, Flawless. Just because the case is dropped doesn't mean he's innocent. We all heard and seen the evidence. Facts. But again, because it's Mason Greenwood, the footballer, people are going to defend him. Sweetheart. Yo, these weirdos in the comments are only going to do this because this guy plays for their club. You have Anthony Garnacho, Sancho, Rashford. You don't need him. Get over it. And even if we didn't have those, we could be down to the bare bones and it could be academy kids and we could be in battling relegation. My thoughts is still the same. My thoughts is that he could be on paper the best attacker we have. And we don't have none of the players there that Peter mentioned. I'm not with it. Sorry, not having it. You know what I'm saying? People talking about, oh, because the case is so they dropped the charges, so that means he's innocent. All right. See what I'm saying? Hey, big up Black Diamond, man. Yeah, man. Send the flood, surfer, man. Send the flood. Send the goddamn flood. I say people gonna defend this guy because he plays for Manchester United, innit? Like I said, let that be a female who's close to you. Your energy's different. Energy's so different. But hey, it is what it is. Anyway, you lot continue to get your questions in. I knew it was going to be all about this. This is why I didn't even want to title the video about Greenwood. And this is why I didn't. But I knew it was going to be us. So we gotta have the conversation. But yeah, Peter, I'm with you again. Let me just reiterate that. Redemption, second chances for something like this. Nah. Not with it. Let's see. Flawless, I respect how you can put yourself in the perspective of the victim as if it was your sister. What about if Greenwood was your brother? Would you still give us no second thought to it? No, I just said that. If it was my brother, I would disown him. If it was my blood brother, I would disown him. We could have same mom, same dad, same surname. We could be twins. We could be identical twins. We could be as close. I'm saying we could go together. Like, I was gonna use an old Caribbean reference in it. What is it? Hog guts and potato water, man. I know you used to always say that. Any Bajans or Caribbeans in the building will know that reference. But I can't believe I was just gonna go there. But yes, we could be, you know what I'm saying, inseparable. And if it was my brother, I would disown him. Yes. Yes. What he is saying, if my brother was a rapist, I'd happily send him to prison. Yes. So it wouldn't, again, let me repeat this. There's no scenario where my opinion changes on this. No scenario whatsoever. I'm not with it. Again, I have no impact on if he plays again. I have no impact on the people in the chat and their opinions on it. I am not with it. No. Hey, big up C1, man. Just flawless. Big up yourself, bro. Anyone defending number 11 in the comments, fuck them. Yo, that's... Yeah. And yeah, you said some saying Greenwood was juvenile when the act was committed. What do you mean by juvenile? So he should be given a second chance. I disagree. By the way, Mr. Doing Time is back on YouTube after what he's done, and that's why I know the guy you're talking about. I don't watch him. I don't interact with him, but that's just me. Hey, Mitesh, I didn't say identical twins though. You could have twins and they don't look alike. But this is funny. I can't lie. This is funny. You got me. This is good, Mitesh. Big up. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Yo, Lewis, you right. Yeah. Oh, SK, I'm not talking about it. Yeah, I know this. Don't get me wrong. I'm not judging you. I know you ain't judging me. Just asking how you feel on the topic. Of course, everyone's allowed their opinions. When I ask, I'm not asking you to change any of your views. Yeah, I know. I'm not saying that to you. I'm saying this because people keep bringing up scenarios and saying stuff like, all right, what if that was your brother? What if Ten Hag plays him? What if this? What if that? My opinion was not going to change on this. My opinion is not going to change. I feel the exact same and will. There's nothing. See, Peter said it here, public service announcement. If I ever do anything of that sort, none of you stand by me, let me hang. And that's one of the closest people to me in life. This is someone I interact with every day. This is someone I legit consider family. You know what I'm saying? And I consider Peter family people, like we have the same surname. And if he did something like that, I would let him hang. Happily. You know what I'm saying? And that happily. Man are really subscribing to go away, man. Man are holding blocks. Man are really subscribing to talk rubbish, you know. This is nothing to do with YouTube. This is a moral thing. Yeah, it's a moral thing, Matthew. Yeah. There's no what if. This ain't Marvel Surfer. There's no what if for me personally. Other people may have a what if. You're entitled to your opinion. I ain't even saying you're wrong. I just look at you funny. That's all it is. But then again, I look at many people funny for many different things, like outside of this. Like Surfer said it earlier, bring the flood. Yes, this is why I say God press the reset button. Yeah, man, MJ second case for rape, you know? You know what I'm saying? These man, because the charges was dropped. Yo. Oh. Yeah. Isaiah, if there's what is for you, cool. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm not the court of public opinion. I'm just giving my opinion because you lot ask. This is the crazy part. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, I don't want to talk about this, but I knew I would get asked, and I don't. You've heard me say it before, regulars here. I'm not gonna I won't duck no questions. I don't want to talk about this. I don't, and I knew it. As soon as I seen the news, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to talk about this consistently. This show, Red Talk. I got Gonna Talk from the Arsenal United show with Cams, and I know I'm gonna get asked about it. I'm just not with it. Again, moral compass. Everybody's moral compass is different. I'm not telling people how they should act, you know what I'm saying, and how they should think about things. Again, you lot asking me. Like, that's what it is. And that's cool. You lot can ask me. I'd prefer not to, but you lot ask me footballing questions I don't want to talk about all the time. When United are under stress, you lot ask me questions. So we move. Well, I can't believe is people want to subscribe to talk rubbish, you know. That's the funniest shit. Because we're in subscriber mode as well. That's the funny thing. Man, hit the subscribe button and waited 5 minutes. But we move. Get your questions in as well. Get your questions in. We're at 100 and what's this? 121 likes. Let's go 130. Let's go 130. And as for the subscriber check, we're 4 short. There's over 130 of you lot locked in. We're 4 short of the subscriber check. We're 4 short. Let's see what's. Hey, big up JB, man. Hey, you lot get your United questions in it. Obviously, if you want to ask about the situation, cool. If you want to talk about something else, I would prefer to. But here we are. On another note, how good was it to see Rashford, Martial, and of course Sancho all come on together last night? Shows the squad in some places is showing some depth. Absolutely. I spoke on it already, Matthew. I spoke on it already. You know what? My head's still baffed after what's going on in it. Like, yeah, C1 is crazy. Sorry, Matthew, I'm gonna get back to your question, but yeah, because like I ignore like 99.9% of idiotic comments and the mods get to it and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just other things than that. Yeah, it's I don't, yo, flood this shit, man. Oh my god. There we go. Another note, how good was it? Yeah, again, great to see. Yo, they came off the bench like the Avengers. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, off that, they came off the bench, and it was great to see Sancho back, man. And he played centrally. Like, him and Bruno was alternating at times, but he played centrally, and that's what I like. Because I've spoken on this in depth about Sancho playing centrally. I want to see him really in the false 9, but in games against Forest at home, he can play in the 10 where you're going to dominate possession. And he looked good as well. The touch was there, the technique was there. And I asked Andy Tate, we had Andy Tate on yesterday, the legend that is Andy Tate on the Q&A, and he said the place erupted. You know what I'm saying? And that the place erupted when he got his first touch. Martial got a goal as well, which is great. The first pass that he made and he misplaced and he went out. It went out for a throw in, and me and Taza was laughing. So yeah, man, like Martial is, you know, I'm in the Martial bubble again in terms of, yo, just please stay fit for 6 months. That's all I'm asking for. February, March, April, May, June. I'm asking for 5 months. Just stay fit for 5 months. That's all I need from you, Tony. Please. That's it. And Rashford doing Rashford things as well, man. Rashford's form is great to see. So, yeah, we're showing depth, and it's good because we got a lot of games coming up. We got a lot of games coming up. Let's see. JB says, hey, Flawless, your ideal free signings in the summer. Osimhen or Kane, De Jong or Jude, Frimpong or Bissaka. Osimhen and Kane. Kane at the right price. De Jong or Jude. Probably De Jong. Frimpong or Bissaka, not seen enough of Frimpong, but we need a right back. We need a right back. SK says, I've seen you on other channels, just didn't know you had your own. I follow as many United channels as I can. Big up, man. Good to have new people here. Big up all the regulars as well, man. Big up, big up. Yo, Peter, you know, it's sickening. My head is spinning. It's sickening. First time United ain't been dog piss in 5 years, and you have to talk about stuff like this. I feel like we're back in the Ollie in, Ollie out era, innit? And I'm not comparing like football to the situation. I'm just saying, once people like something, people will defend it. Yeah, people like something, they'll defend it regardless. That's what I've noticed. Let's see. Yeah, please, yo, stay for 5 games, never mind 5 months. I just need Martial fit. You can make so. I seen it yesterday, just the crazy difference that he made. And Weghorst has done fine, but Weghorst isn't Martial, and that's not a shot at Weghorst. We know this. And I'm a fan of Weghorst. But yeah, just stay fit for 5 months. That's all I'm asking. Just 5 months. That's it. Chris says, I'm not too hyped about Sancho yet. He looked quick and sharp, but there wasn't much involvement that'll come. Yeah, but the reason why I'm happy to see him back is because he looked quick and sharp. He didn't look sluggish. He didn't look off the pace. And the involvement will happen. He only had, what, 20 minutes, was it? Was it 20 minutes? Was it half an hour? And he's going to get game time. He's going to get a lot of game time because there's a lot of games coming up, as they all are. Yeah, so CHB, did you unsubscribe or are you telling people to unsubscribe? I'm confused, but I'm guessing you're telling people to unsubscribe. Pia says, I give Martial 3 weeks. Yo, you more generous than me. I give him like 3 days, fam. Flawless with Ten Hag, continuing to play Sancho at the 10. I think going forward, he should be able to fit around man like Rashford, Martial, and Anthony. Absolutely. I'm with it. I spoke on this in depth during his whole absence about Sancho playing in the 10 and how Sancho is better suited to play in the 10, and he has all the attributes to play there to me. And Ten has clearly seen that, and I think he could be very, very effective and something different because teams ain't used to setting up against that. Yeah, looking more like Bellingham's on his way to Madrid, though. Yeah, I hear that. Like, I would take Bellingham, but yeah. What's the latest statement from Manchester United ads? Please drop that in the chat. Please drop that in the chat. Please. Let's see what's going on. We're still at 5,146. Yo, over 100 of you lot, 4 of you lot have not subscribed. Hit the subscribe button, people. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well. We're looking for 4 new subscribers. That's it. Just 4 new subscribers. Somebody please put the club statement or the gist of the club statement in the comments, and I'll discuss whatever the club is stated. I'm also at 125 likes. Let's get up to 130 likes. So we're looking for 5 more likes. We're looking for 4 more subscribers. Oh, who's gone? Greenwood. Hey, someone drop that in the chat, please. Please. Because Peter just said he's gone. In what sense? He's gone what? Like I'm lost. You lot have befuddled me. What's going on? WKD says, what does Sancho lack to become the full number 10? It's about the team around him. He needs to be in a dominant team. If you put him in a team that dominates possession, i.e. a Manchester City, i.e. at Arsenal, he'd do fine. But when you put him in a team that don't dominate possession, and Manchester United are not there yet, that's where the issue lies. So, for instance, when we played at home to Manchester City, and Bruno went out wide, and Fred, Casemiro, and Eriksen was in the midfield, that's a game where Sancho would struggle when City having 70% of the ball. Okay, so this is what they said. Manchester United notes the decision that the Crown Prosecution Service that all charges against Mason Greenwood have been dropped. The club will now conduct its own process before determining next steps. All right. So we'll see. So you know what, people? That tells you all you need to know. With this, if he's found guilty, if he's found innocent and all charges have been dropped, if the club felt he did nothing wrong, there's no need to conduct anything. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Hey, Peter, big up for that as well. Same as the Ronaldo statement. He ain't coming back. Hey, good. I hope that's right. Greenwood will not return to training or play for United as club conducts their investigation. Jude says, big up my brother Flawless. Love from Singapore. Hey, Singapore in the building. Love that. You know what I'm saying? And that man's watching from Singapore. What time is it over there, my guy Jude? You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Cams, big up Flawless, man. You already know. And you've just got here. Bad day today, man. Me and you have had this conversation and discussed this, Cams, in it. Like, Jesus. Yeah. Fault number 11, 100%. Does Sancho work on the counter? I hope he can find the heart to get it done. But ball doesn't lie. Yeah, he can work on the counter in the 10. Absolutely. In the 10 he can. But again, I want us to be dominating the ball more often than not anyway. But yeah, could Sancho work on the counter attack? Yes, just not out wide. But he's smart enough and picks good enough passes to do so. I came on the Carefree Lewis raid. Chelsea fan, I watch you on Ranter stream all the time. Big up, my bro. Much appreciated. And me and Lewis gotta do more work together, man. I need to chat to my G Lewis. I need to do so. Because we take for granted that we brothers and that we work together. Shameless FC on his channel, Q&A's here, but we need to put something together, like properly, outside of Agenda FC. I don't even know if he's here, but yeah. What time is it? 1:30 a.m. in Singapore. Hey, big up to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Man said Singapore. That's crazy. Sorry to, just pull over the car of the stream people, but yeah, that's sick. Man's watching from Singapore, man. Big up to you. Hey, we're looking for 4 more subscribers, people. We're still short. 5,150. What's going on, man? Let's get the subscribers up, man. Let's get the subscribers up. What's going on? You lot taking liberties now. I know there's just under 100 of you lot locked in. Everybody here has not hit the subscribe button. Everybody has not. Hit the subscribe button if you're enjoying the content. Hit the notification bell as well. Make sure you are doing those things. Love to my guy Rants as well. I know a lot of people watch me on there, so big up to everyone who's joined from over there as well. Hey, questions. It's hard. It's hard keeping up with the chat. I swear down. Have people not seen Sancho for Dortmund? He excelled on the counter when playing against high lines. His vision and passing is elite, and that's why I think he can play in a counter-attacking system, because his ball IQ, passing, you know what I'm saying, his vision, stuff like that. Yes, very, very smart footballer. What do you think about Lindelof coming on and playing as the DM yesterday? I thought it would have been Martinez. Just shows what a proper manager we have and how he looks for different solutions. Well, it was only the last 10 minutes. He's like, why not? And I think he did state that Lindelof had played there for Benfica before. Last 10 minutes, you're up 5-0 at that point on aggregate. It may be something he looks at in future. Like if we're trying to close out a game, for instance, he might be like, all right, let me put on Lindelof and play him DM. So it's good that he's got options. Zay says that club investigation is going to take another 6 months. Hopefully they decide quickly so it doesn't overshadow the season. RJ says he ain't coming back to United. And Chris goes on to say it won't take 6 months, I bet. Well, we will see. But Peter mentioned it. Others have mentioned it. It was very much like the Ronaldo situation in regards to the statement is similar. And he's not coming back. But I'm sure there'll be more news on this as well. We're one short of 130 likes, people. Let's get to 130 likes. That's all I'm asking for. 130 likes. That's it. And also looking for 4 new subscribers. We're trying to get to 5,150. Make sure you check out the upcoming live stream schedule, because we're back tonight, 12:30 a.m., the return of the Arsenal and Manchester United show. So the Gonna Talk from the Arsenal podcast meets the ManDem United podcast. That's the crossover. Do many crossovers there with the ManDem United podcast with all the other big 6 clubs. And it's the Arsenal Manchester United show. So Cam comes back. Again, this is on the upcoming live stream schedule. I'll let you know all the shows that are coming up. Big up Taza. Says big up. Shit is crazy, yo. Facts. Ten Hag stated Lindelof trained as a DM and he actually wants all of his centre-backs to be comfortable in midfield. His Dutch total football vision is coming to life. Yeah, because the modern day game, you need your centre-backs at the highest level to be as comfortable on the ball as your midfielders. Same with fullbacks as well. Everybody now, even your goalkeeper, everybody has to be comfortable on the football to some extent now. Has to be. If I missed any of your questions, I apologize. Re-ask them, people, because I know the chat was moving mad. So if I missed it, I apologize. I'm not ignoring anybody. And if I was ignoring you, I blocked you because you said something stupid. That's what it is. Let's see what's going on. Again, still short on the likes as well. But yeah, United through to the Carabao Cup final. We are hour in. I've not even discussed that. Salute to Ten Hag. Salute to the team, coaching staff, the whole motherfucking crew for doing what needs to be done. I've said from the start of the season, Manchester United should target these cup competitions, and Ten Hag has done that. And for him to make a final at the first chance of asking is great. Obviously, we have to win it. The draw was favorable. We took full advantage of it, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? In regards to what Ten Hag has done. And he's going to target the Carabao Cup, and it can be a catalyst for the rest of the season. Now I look at Manchester United season and don't go, will we be successful? Is how successful we will be. That's how I'm looking at it. And I think we win 2 trophies. I legit think we win 2 trophies. We're in with a chance with all 3. Absolutely. Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Europa League. We could win all 3. Do I believe so? No. But if Ten Hag was to win a treble, salute that man. But to get the Carabao Cup out of the way in February It stops the drought. It can be a springboard for more success. Some of these players haven't won anything. Some of these players have never haven't won anything in 6 years. Some of these players haven't won anything at Manchester United. So this helps. This now helps the whole team, if Manchester United win this final, to buy in even more so to what Ten Hag's doing. So I'm going to listen to him because he's been successful. He's already brought success. And Ten Hag won't stop. You can see he has that what's the mindset I'm looking for? He has that focused mindset. It's very tunnel vision. Like, I think there was this quote that said, good is not good enough. I love that. You know what I'm saying? And that good is not good enough. And that's why he, even though I wanted him personally to rotate more, that's why he didn't, because he's not trying to see the standards drop. And you live and die by your decisions, and nobody got injured. We won the game. Correct decision. And that's legit what it is. Mentality, RJ. He has an elite mentality. He has that one-track mind mentality. Pep has it. You know what I'm saying? Sir Alex Ferguson has it. Mourinho and his pump had it. Like, all of the great managers who are successful over and over again have that type of thing. And that's what he's on. Man said good is not good enough. The standards ain't good against Forest. That's what he's saying in the first half. We were not good enough. We gave them a couple of chances and we were not at it. This is why he brought on Sancho and Martial and Rashford. Like, you lot need to do more. And I love that. He's aiming for perfection. I know it's very tough to be perfect all the time, but that should be the aim. In the same way he's targeting the trophies. Carabao Cup, I'm taking this serious. When he got asked why he didn't rotate, he said, you lot ask me the same question all of the time. And it's because I don't want the standards to slip. I play a strong team. And I love that. And again, the Carabao Cup's going to be tough. Newcastle are a good side, good manager. Defensively, solid. Defensively, very good. And they have Bruno G in the midfield. And then around him, you have a workman-like midfield with the likes of Longstaff and Willock in there. And then they have players who can hit you on the break. You have your Almirons, Isaac, St. Maximum, Callum Wilson. So you have players who are dangerous. And that's not going to be an easy game. But I trust our attacking players over their attacking players. That's what I'd say. Rashford, Martial, Anthony, Bruno, Weghorst, Sancho, Garnacho. As named 6. I trust our attack. And then you add in our defense that people are sleeping on. People are acting like our defense is trash. Like, let's not do this. Our defense has been as good as theirs, if not better. We have, I think, the same amount of clean sheets. We still have Varane, Martinez there, Casemiro, like, in our midfield from a defensive standpoint. So that's how I'm looking at it. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. So yeah, I'm excited about the final. And there will be no watch along for the final as well, people. There will be no watch along for the Carabao Cup final. Just putting that out there and letting you lot know that from now. I have stated this before and I state this again and I state this closer to the time. No watch along on the channel for the Carabao Cup final. And we got one new sub. We're at 5,170. We're looking for 5,150 before we close out the stream in about 10 to 15 minutes or so. So let's do so, people. Let's bump up these subscribers. I know everyone here hasn't subscribed. I know some of you lot are new, obviously, with the situation that's gone on with Greenwood, the statement Manchester United have put out as well. But yeah, again, props to Ten Hag. And I'll probably run through that again because I love waxing lyrical about Ten Hag. I can do this. I can do it all day. Big up to Matthew says, you and the Sam need to do a thing together. Your disagreements on Battle of the North are legendary. We're going to leave that to Battle of the North, but I've had Hassam on over here when we was on. He did the Sarcasm City TV special. I've been on his channel as well, but salute to Hassam, Daps, and salute to Matisse for putting that squad together. But yeah, man. Hassam, my guy, man. Love to Hassam. Paul says, I watched a nice bit of Sabitzer. His best attribute, scoring from range. Isn't that something we don't have in our squad? Flawless. You're right, Paul. 100%. And that being said, good to see so many green usernames. If you want to join the membership, people, the link is in the pinned comment for the membership. So there's many great perks, including how to get on the channel as well. It will be an exciting final versus Newcastle. I don't think it will be, Danny. You know why? Because both teams are better defensively than they are offensively. I can see this being a 1-0 Manchester United or 2-1. I don't see many goals and I don't see many chances. That's what I would say. Sabitzer is a workhorse. If we take Bruno out the team, we can play a front four of Rashford, Martial, Anthony, and Sancho. Sabitzer and Casemiro cover it for it easily. Technical quality up front is good. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you with this. Man is saying Sabitzer's a workhorse. I like that. Man is saying he's energetic. I like that. Yo, RJ, I'm with you. I love this manager too. Yeah. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss any of your questions, you lot. That's all. I'm just starring them. That's all. Let's see. I'm just starring some of the best ones. Let's see. Am I going to Wembley? I'll get to that in a second as well. I don't know how people do. Lewis does the solo thing, man. Like, he has way more numbers than me, and I'm struggling with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, big up my G Carefree Lewis G. Go subscribe to his channel. Links underneath in the description. Flawless, do you think Anthony slander is too much? No one is criticizing Gakpo, Nunes, and Havertz as much as Anthony is being criticized by the media and pundits. It took 2 seasons for CR7 to shine. The Anthony slander is too much, and the thing is, with it, people are going over the top when he's giving you enough ammo to criticize him fairly, because his performances haven't been up to scratch. But because Manchester United are playing well, because all the new signings are doing well, because all the other players who were like poor last season are pretty much doing well, you got to reach. So Gigato, they're going to reach. Now it's no longer Martinez at first it was Ten Hag, Eric 10 months, and Ten Hag can't do the business and blah, 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 so that's shut up. Martinez, or he's too small for the Premier League. Everyone shut up. Casemiro's only here for a big paycheck, and Real Madrid only let players go who are on the decline. That's shut up. Malacia is here doing a good job. Eriksen's been a free and he's top of our assist chart and has been putting in and has been having great impact out of position. So only one left is Anthony. Rashford's in the form of his life. Martial's injured. Weghorst's come in and done well on loan. Sabitzer's not played yet. Wan-Bissaka's improved. Varane's been absolutely top quality, world class. Shaw's been good. Fred's now being used as a squad player. Martial's been injured. Sancho, who they were trying to slander, wasn't here because the manager was smart enough to take him out of the firing line. So the only one left was Anthony. Anthony was the only one left. So they're gonna douse him. Street Fire reference for those that don't know, and reach. So yeah, Gakpo's new. Nunes and Havertz have been criticized, but yeah, of course, we're Manchester United. We move the needle. Criticizing a Manchester United player is always gonna get you more clicks, more interaction, more of a talking point because we're a fucking juggernaut. That's what it is. We're a juggernaut. Let's see. 1 second. I'm just starting some of the questions as well. So if you hear the laptop tapping, that's where you know what it is. Let me actually get through some of these. Eric 10 years says, RJ. Let's see. Question to Dennis from Dennis says, Flawless, do you want Martial starting versus Palace? No, I'd probably start Weghorst and then give Martial another 20, 30 minutes. SK says, these players who have won nothing here, I think we need to create new memories for them to push on to bigger things. I agree. Jigao says, Anthony's defensive shift is underrated. He was helping out Wan-Bissaka against Arsenal, and we conceded from that side after he got subbed off. Yeah, but people don't even want to talk about that. But you're right. RJ says, you're going to Wembley, Flawless. I'm trying to get a ticket, but I know it's going to be very, very tough. But I'm trying to get a ticket, number one, and I'm not trying to spend an arm and a leg for a ticket. But would I love to go? Absolutely. So I'm trying to get a ticket, yes. Manchester United have 16 clean sheets, tied with the most in Europe with Barca and Newcastle. You guys have been solid defensively despite blips of 6-3 City and the 4-0 Brentford. Yeah, they're just the blips. But people don't want to give credit for us when our defense has been just as good as Newcastle's. But Newcastle's defense will get superlatives and get verbs to describe it that Manchester United don't get. When ours has been, even if it's not as good as theirs, it's close. It's very close. But because it's Newcastle, people are going to go overboard with it. We've won, 21 out of our last 25 matches, but people won't talk about that. Let Newcastle United win 21 out of their 25 matches, or Brighton win 21 out of their 25 matches. But that's people for you. People always want to go overboard. Who would you get rid of next season? Obviously, Maguire, McTominay have to be 2 for definite. Yeah, those 2, yeah. It's all about replacements, though. That's what I'm with Matthew. It's a replacement thing. As much as I want to see a Maguire leave, a McTominay leave, a Lindelof leave, a Wan-Bissaka leave, we have to get replacements for these players. That's the issue we have. This is why I didn't want to let anybody go in January. There was talks of Maguire, Lindelof, and McTominay all leaving. And I'm like, don't let these players leave if we're not going to replace them. Because this squad is short with them already in terms of not just quality, but also quantity. So don't let it go. We're short in midfield. We should have at least 5. When you look at it now, Sabitza's in now. But Eriksen was injured, but you got Casemiro, you got Eriksen, Fred, McTominay, Sabitza. Eriksen's now injured. That's 4. So we're down to 2 for each position. An injury or suspension to 1, you're down to 3. And we're playing 2 games a week from this month in February all the way pretty much to the end of the season, probably. Or at least February, March. At least 3 months. February, March, and April. At least the bare minimum. Jugao says, Barca and Manchester United are one of the most informed teams with solid defensive displays. Barca versus Manchester United will be Champions League. Will be a Champions League tie in Europa League. We'll see about that. We will see. And this is what I was talking about with superlatives, because Ryan said it here. Let's see. 1 second. Look. Let me see. I wanted to star it, actually. Hold up. Both defenses have been cold this season, but I can't lie. Newcastle's has been astonishingly good. But Ryan won't tell you our defense has been astonishingly good. Yet we're close in terms of numbers, in terms of clean sheets and things of this nature. But again, it's the overhyping of Newcastle because everyone loves the underdog story. People don't want to root for us, even though we've been crap. People don't want to root for us. United players just get overanalyzed anyway. Anthony cost less than Grealish and scored more in half the games he's played. Yeah, I swear Anthony's 1 and 2 in terms of goal involvement. I think he is. How true this is, I don't know, but I swear he is. What do I think about Varane retiring from international football? Surely that can only benefit Manchester United. Hey, Matthew, you said it. You said it right there. JB says, why are you not doing a watch along for the final? Because I just want to chill and enjoy and watch the final and shout at the TV in peace. That's why. I'm going to go see. I don't get to watch football no more with the fam. So I'm going to go watch it with my pops. Damn, my little bro. Because I'd be doing watch alongs for all the games. Like before I was doing games, I'd watch football with the family. So whether it was my pops and my little brother or my uncle and my cousins, like I don't do that anymore. Because I'm here doing watch alongs, which I love doing, but I miss it. So for a game like that, I want to do it. Plus, it could be the time I get cancelled. Because you'll see, like, you see me emotionally invested anyway, but even more so because it's a final. So I've stated this before already, like, any final Manchester United are in, I won't do a watch-along for. So whether that's Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Champions League, I didn't do a Europa League watch-along against Villarreal, and I won't. Any final Manchester United are in, I will not do a watch-along. And as for Champions League finals as well, I'll let you lot know this now. If an English team's in the final, I won't do a watch-along. Because I ain't trying to be on stream and watch an English team lift the European Cup. Forget that. If it's 2 non-English teams, so let's say it's PSG, Real Madrid, for example, I'll do a watch-along for it. But if Chelsea are there, Manchester City are there, if Liverpool are there, if Spurs are there, I ain't doing no watch-along. Nah. Would you take Maddison? I think he will reach his potential under Ten Hag. Yeah, I would take Maddison at the right price because I rate Maddison highly. So yes, I would. Yeah. Nah, I think it's close between both defenses, but I'd edge it towards Newcastle. I have no issue with you edging it towards Newcastle. I'm just saying, you said Newcastle are astonishingly good, but that is not how you would describe our defense. You wouldn't call Manchester United's defense astonishingly good, even though you admit here that it's close in terms of the defenses. Yes, my whole family Manchester United fans, yes. Before we close out, get your final few questions in. We're too short of 5,150. Too short. Only looking for 2 more subscribers. And we're 4 short of 140 likes. Let's do so, people. And of course, if you lot super chat, I will get straight to your question as well. That's one surefire way to make sure I don't miss your question. I will always pick out the best questions, though. Just keep them Manchester United related. Only 2 short, man. 2 subscribers. I know all 2. I know there's 2 people here who haven't subscribed. I know this. No, it's facts. I'm just refreshing the screen. 2 short. And still 4 short of 140 likes. Exceptional as well, but edge it to Newcastle. Yeah, but you're missing my point, but okay. Fair dues. Fair dues. Where else we got? Did I miss anything? I think that's pretty much it. Ad says, oh yeah, Varane retired from France. Crazy news. What a legend, man. Feel proud. He plays for us. He completed football by 29 and is now doing side quests with Manchester United. Good for us. It can only help us. Him now getting a rest, international tournaments, international breaks can only be a plus for Manchester United because his form is not spoken about. For all the criticism Raphael Varane received last season, everybody quiet. He's been arguably our best centre back. Martinez has been cold too, but what I'm saying is if someone said Varane has been better than Martinez, I wouldn't argue them down. Same way if someone said Martinez is better than Varane. My point is he has been A1. He has been exceptional all season and he's stayed fit as well, which is another criticism people had of him, including myself. I didn't criticize his form. I criticized his availability. He has been quality. He has been one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League and is not spoken about. As if he was performing poorly, everyone would have a lot to say. Same way last season, people had a lot to say. Oh, Real Madrid don't sell players who have declined. They say, oh, he's only here to get a big money move. He doesn't care. He's not suited to the Premier League. Well, how come he's doing absolutely fine now? Varane's doing fine. His form has been good next to everybody, whether that's Martinez, whether that's Lindelof or Maguire or Luke Shaw. He was fine playing. Yeah, it was Luke Shaw. He was next to Luke Shaw when Luke Shaw played centre back. Yes, in a back four. So yeah, Varane been quality, absolute top notch. He has, and wait for it when he makes a mistake. When he makes a mistake, people will be on his case, and that like the entire season didn't happen. It's all about consistency. Consistency is key, and consistency is what helps you win trophies. And he's been consistently good the entire season. The entire season. I can count on one hand the amount of bad games he's had. Why won't you do a watch along for the final? Did I not? Was you just not here? Like, Ryan, are you behind? I think you need to fast forward because I want to watch it with the fam. That's why I'm not doing a watch along for the final. Dollars, do you think the Super League will return the amount of money that the Premier League has spent? I think Premier League will be the Super League with PSG owners interested in the Premier League. They might try it again. They might try it. Matthew says, would you replace De Gea? If so, who would you want? I would replace him. There's no goalkeeper that I've watched that stands out like that, but I would replace him, yes. But that doesn't mean, that's not me saying that De Gea is bad and needs to go, but eventually I think he needs to be moved on. And I think Ten Hag will move him, man. It's just a question of whether it's this summer or the summer after. But I would replace De Gea with who, no, there's no standout candidate. There's no one in the Premier League I look at and go, yeah, go and get such and such. I cried, Ryan saying, I cried when we won the Carabao Cup. What do you say? I cried when we won the Carabao Cup season, Carabao Cup last season. What a moment! I was gassed. I ain't crying if we win it. I'll be over the moon. No, there will be a Q&A that night anyway. So you lot know I don't duck no smoke anyway. But regardless, it's Sunday. If I don't get a ticket, I'm saying there will be a Q&A that night. It's a Sunday, so you'll get a Q&A at midnight regardless. So I'm not ducking no smoke. If we do lose, you just won't get a watch along. No, Bruno G won't miss the final because he got sent off in the Carabao Cup semi-final, but it's domestic games. So it's not Carabao Cup games, which is stupid. That's just dumb. Absolute nonsense. It really is. Hey, before we close out, man, I want to hit these 2 subscribers, man. We want to get up to 5,150. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see what's going on. Where we at? 5,149. One short, people. Well, one short. And if we hit 140 likes, and we're still 4 short on 140 likes, what's going on? Not seeing enough of him. Messi, the goalkeeper from Leeds, I can't even pronounce his name. What do you think of him? My friend says Daredevil. Not seeing enough of him, so I can't really comment. Can't comment. So yeah, let me just repeat again. No watch along for the Carabao Cup final. So don't say, oh, Flawless is ducking on. No, because you'll see me that night for the Q&A. I don't duck no smoke. I was here when all Manchester United's bad results, as long as I've been content creating, I've been here. So I'm not going to run after a Carabao Cup final defeat. I'm not. So I'm here. Let's see what's going on. I don't know enough about Messi. Is it Messi? I can't pronounce his name. I like Rayo. people have mentioned him. Ray is one who's been mentioned. Who else? The Leeds goalkeeper, Martinez from Villa, somebody mentioned yesterday. Mike Mignon's another one. Diogo Costa's another one. In Ten Hag, I trust. That's what I'd say. I want Wan-Bissaka to do the job on St. Maximum. I don't know why you're calling him a protege, but here we are. But I don't even know if St. Maximum starts. I don't even know if St. Maximum starts, because Callum Wilson, Almiron will be the centre forward and the right winger, and then the left they got options. But I swear, is it Joe Willock who's played there? It hasn't been St. Maximum, because I know he's just come back from injury. Those last couple of times I've watched him, he's come off the bench. I swear, he's been holding bench, because I swear he just come back from injury. But I trust Wan-Bissaka up here. That's the perfect guy to face St. Maximum, is a Wan-Bissaka, 100%. Right, what else have we got coming up tonight? So just in half an hour, I'll be on Rance's Twitch. Shout out to my brother Rance. I'll be over there at 6:30, and then we're back here 12:30 a.m. for the Arsenal-Manchester United show. Cam and myself talking all things Arsenal and Manchester United, so the ManDem United crossover show. Then Friday, back with ManDem United. Same time tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. Myself and Eddie discussing all things Manchester United. And then you will get on the Twitch, Chelsea versus Fulham, Premier League watch along on the Twitch. That'll start that probably about 7:45 p.m. So yeah, that'll be live on the Twitch. Go subscribe go follow the Sarcasm City TV Twitch on Chelsea Fulham, and then you'll get the Q&A at 11:30 p.m. 11:30 p.m. you will get the Q&A back here on the YouTube, and then Saturday you will get Manchester United versus Crystal Palace, 3 p.m. kickoff. Manchester United versus Crystal Palace, 3 p.m. kickoff. And after that, what is the game? Is it Tottenham West Ham? I remember the game after that. It is. See, I got it written down. Newcastle, I was close. Newcastle United West Ham. That'll be live on the Twitch that Saturday. And then to close out the weekend, you'll get Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester City on the Sunday. That'll be again live on the Twitch. And then the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A to end your weekend at midnight. So yeah, all of the non-Manchester United Premier League watch-alongs over on the Twitch. So you get Chelsea Fulham on Friday. You'll get Newcastle West Ham on Saturday after the United Palace game. And then you'll get Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester City. Of course, you'll get your ManDem Uniteds, the Q&A, the Manchester United Palace game, and of course the Q&A on Sunday as well. Yeah, I think that is it. Yeah, man, keep mentioning Mike Mignon, but you know what? I've not watched him, right? So I can't comment. But shout out to Snoop, who's what's it called? Who's an AC Milan fan. He talks about him all the time. Oh, Delo's back training. All right, sick. See, this guy just don't listen. What a Q&A tonight, I'll be there. See, don't listen. Don't listen. There's just no Q&A tonight. See how stupid this guy is. I literally just went through it. But because he wanted to type and try diss me, people are like, why'd you get onto Ryan all the time? Stupid shit like this. I just went through the schedule twice. When has there ever been a Q&A on Thursday? But this idiot, this imbecile, you know what I'm saying? This guy with friggin', you know what I'm saying, who's got nothing going on upstairs in that brain, said, what Q&A tonight? I'll be there. There's no Q&A tonight. Zero Q&A tonight. And that's why people are laughing, because they know. You can literally go and check the upcoming live stream schedule. I have to have it written down. You know why? For idiots like you who don't listen. This is Ryan in a nutshell, people. Just not listening. Just not listening. It's Madrid, Valencia tonight. They've been dreadful without Casemiro this season. Is that in the league, or is it a cup game? Fulton is playing the Carabao Cup final just 3 days after the second leg versus Barcelona. Roy Keane said it to Ten Hag yesterday on Sky when he was doing the interview after the game. You want a congested fixture list because it means you're competing on all fronts. Is it ideal? No. But when you are competing on all fronts, this is what you have to deal with. And from a player's perspective and a fan perspective as well, I want to be involved in these games. You don't want to be Liverpool and your season's over in February. Like, that's legit where Liverpool are. You don't want to be Chelsea and their season's done by February. Too many times we got to this point last year and the season's over because we'd already been knocked out of the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, I believe, at this point. And we weren't going to win the league. So our season was over. So it's like the fact that we have a Carabao Cup final and a second leg versus Barcelona, I'm excited about. I was looking at the schedule yesterday and just thinking about the amount of United games coming up and just the amount of content. I'm happy about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. Like, I'm legit happy, like, in regards to us being involved. I prefer it to be 7 days apart, of course. But yo, players got to get on with it. Manager has to get on with it. This is why it's extremely tough. The fixture list is not kind, but you are paid extremely well to do an extremely tough job. When I say that, I'm talking about Ten Hag, I'm talking about the players. Stand up to the challenge. Adrenaline should be able to get you through that. A Carabao Cup final in the second leg against Barcelona, who RJ is saying that Barcelona are the best team in the league currently. What better way? Hey, big up Nonchalant as well. I see you, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Big up. Yeah, Ryan always moving like Klopp. And then he just moves on like we didn't say what we said. I said Q&A tonight. When has there ever been a Q&A on Thursday? But anyways, people, we're closing out. Love to you lot who have all locked in. We still fell short of, well, we got 136 likes. So we cleared all the milestones. So big up to you lot each and every time. Let me see the subscriber check. We were one short of 5,150. We were one short. We were legit one short. And we're still one short, but big up to you lot because we cleared a couple of milestones in that. But big up Dennis, man. Big up everyone that's locked in. Matthew again. Are you still confident that United will beat Barcelona? Yes. My opinion on this doesn't change because of how they play. Stylistically, again, forget their quality, forget their talent, forget their form. Stylistically, how they match up against us, I personally like. I could be wrong on this. We could get beat. I've called it all wrong, and I've called many things wrong. However, I like our chances. Martial back, Sancho back too. I'm like, yeah, and it'll be a good game. So I'm still confident. Like, my opinion on this, Matthew, and obviously you're new here, is not, I think you're new here anyway, big up. My opinion on this won't change. Like, there has to be like major injuries. Like, then closer to the time, I'll be like, but currently right now, the 2nd of February, 1803, you know what I'm saying, 1800 hours, 6 p.m. UK time, or 6:03 p.m. UK time. I'm fully confident with how we get past Barcelona over 2 legs. Even with the Carabao Cup game being 3 days after the second leg, even though, is it Leeds before? I think it's Leeds 3-4, or it might be Leicester, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm with it. I'd said, yeah, you're right. Ten Hag said playing every 3 days, just less training and more games. And he said the players actually enjoy being involved in more games as well. Of course, players don't want to train. They want to play competitive matches. They don't want to train. That's any level. Does anybody know anyone, whether you're at the top professional level, whether you play lower down, semi-pro, or like me, Saturday League? No one wants to train. You want to play matches. Big up to Ed as well. Even without Leach or Shardini gonna or Lewandowski, we have options there because I know Martinez is missing. So you could easily just play Shaw there, Malacia left back, Varane, Daloa, Wan-Bissaka at right back, De Gea in goal, Casemiro, Fred, or Casemiro, Sabitzer, or Casemiro, Fred, and Sabitzer. He's got options. Out wide, you got Anthony, you can play out there. Sancho can play out there. Bruno can play out there. That's wide right, wide left. Rashford can play out there. Garnacho can play out there. Sancho can play out there. In the 10, you got Bruno. You have Sancho. Up top, Martial, Weghorst. So, yeah. Hey, big up Nonchalant says, as you should, brother. You happy with the Sabitzer loan? Yes. I am happy with the Sabitzer loan. Yes. No complaints with the Sabitzer loan. I like it. I look at it very much like the Weghorst deal in terms of shrewd signing options. So I'm with it. And he gives us something else. And I don't know a lot about him, but from people who've watched him, I know Aaron's watched him, Jez has watched him, because they watch like the Bundesliga like religiously. His profile is what I keep hearing about. Energetic, physical, ball carrier, eye for goal. I like that. He's got that dog in him, is what I'm hearing. So that's going to add into it. And it adds into Casemiro, who's energetic with the dog in him. Same with Fred. So I like it. And again, a ball carrier. We haven't had a ball carrier since Pogba. And Pogba didn't like play week in, week out. But yeah, Pogba's, and before that, it's probably Anderson. I can't remember we had a consistent, but I can't remember the last time Manchester United in centre midfield had a consistent ball carrier who was fit season in, season out. It's probably Pogba. Other than that, that's it, because Anderson didn't play week in, week out. Yeah. So yeah, man, I'm with it. And Ryan says, I stand by this Sabitzer as an upgrade on Ericsson. I hope you're right, Ryan. I know you ain't watched Sabitzer like that, but okay. I hope you're right. I'm not even going to dispute because I've not watched a lot of Sabitzer, but I will be in the next 5 months. Again, action-packed show. Has to be expected with all the news about Greenwood. Obviously, I had to get to Manchester United talking. Manchester United going through to the Carabao Cup final as well. Man said gigs when he moved to CM. Yeah, and even then he wasn't really a ball carrier like that. The minute Ten Hag talked about buying players based on their character and personality to perform at a big club, I knew I had faith in him when it comes to future signings. Yeah, man, in Ten Hag I trust. I know get signings wrong, but I'm with it. I'm with it. Yeah, love to everyone that has locked in. We're one short of the subscriber mark, man. So I know we're gonna hit that. 5,150. Don't forget we're back 12:30 a.m. Get over to Rance's Twitch in about 20 minutes as well. And we're one short of 140 as well. So I know we're gonna hit that afterwards. But love to everyone that's locked in. This has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.